Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new Sunday Championship of URL, sponsored by Eldridge Air Conditioning. A couple of things have changed since last season. With this season, there's a big restructure. We had sort of a couple of TTs done to set everyone sort of what leagues they will be in. This is the Pro-Am 1. So there's two splits for Pro-Am. This is 1 and there's Pro-Am 2. And then you've got 2 Pro Leagues and 2 Amateur Leagues. So yes, some fairly quick drivers in here. We'll go through all the drivers quickly. Some of the liveries you can see, as you can see here with Gower. We're in the sprint races part of the season, first race. So softs only first race, and then second race is mediums and hards, and you only have to do 2 laps. So like same as last season, really, starting with the sprint races, the first 5 races, and then the second 5 races will be endurance. So quick go down this first race at Laguna Seca. Very tricky track. There'll be plenty of people, I'm sure, off building sandcastles at some point. And we'll try and catch as many of them moments as possible. So go through. Here we have Gower. He was just beaten, I believe, last season by his brother. But he has put his car nicely there on pole position. First qualifying of the season. He's got to be happy with a good start there. Second, you got Dan 4N in the I think it's a Cobra. Not too sure what that says on the side there, but we'll get through to the liveries. But yeah, down there in second. That's Life in third with the Newcastle livery. Top man, good job on that. Paulie there in fourth. Method in fifth. Our resident American. Cy in sixth. Niggle there in seventh. Hoggy in eighth. Brownie in ninth. Brian the Mechanic. Nice livery. Look at that. Lots of colour there. Mineral oil there in 10th. Slowpoke in 11th. Nando Loris in the Cornish Cloudy Cider Lambo. Very good looking car there. And Viking in 13th. So let's get this race under the way. Hopefully, like I said, I'll catch as much of the drama as I possibly can, but we've got a good size grid. So let's see what happens. I'm looking hopefully for a fairly decent start. I know the back markers here. I will go back to, they all start on the corner. This is a nightmare. Look at the gap already. Slow poke up to 10th. Brian Mechanics had an issue straight off the bat. That'd be going into the last corner, sorry. Hoggy there, taking position off of Brownie. Front 7 is still going well. But Hoggy's jumped Brownie straight off the bat. Then we get back to this little battle at the back. Slowpoke took full advantage of Brian Mechanic. So did Nando Loris. Brownie's not giving it up. We'll just quickly see this. A little bit of lag from Brownie, not bad. He's got good exit. Coming along the rail straight up to the kink. Keep it there. Well done, Hoggy. Brownie's got going as well. Let's go see if anything's happening up here. Oh, that's Life from Paulie. A little bit of trading paint. The Newcastle brown owl car is now going to have a bit of bronze on the back left quarter. But nothing too bad. A little coming together through the corkscrew. Paulie's right behind him now, though. Good exit off Paulie. Give him perfect opportunity to use the slipstream down to the first corner. That's Life's going defensive. Good break in between the two. Gower and Dan just in front of these two. Don't want to battle too far. Oh, Paulie's in a Duracell. I didn't see the Duracell sign on the grid. The Paulie's on the Duracell Lambo. Hopefully just keeps on going and going and going. Method there in 5th, Sty 6th. Niggle in 7th. Gap in front and behind Niggle now. Bobby's still being followed closely from Brownie. He managed to get a jump on him at the start. Maybe Brownie was just a little bit more cautious on his soft tyres at the beginning of the race. Down into the first corner, Hoggy took full advantage. Brownie goes very narrow in that corner. We'll have to see how he takes that. Let's go back up, see if what's going on. Great racing at the minute. And see Gower pulling away nicely. Dan there as well. I think it's sort of Dan, thinking. Dan and then Dan, but before, maybe Dan. We'll just call him Dan. So good he named himself twice. But we'll just call him Dan for once. So yeah, let's get back to it. Coming up. Andretti hairpin there, first corner. Well, it's not actually, it's classed as a second corner, but the kink at the top of the hill is first corner, but it's not even a corner really. You don't lift off or anything. But that's life settled in nicely now after that first initial attack from Paulie. Method in fifth. Size twice behind him. Be looking just to keep up with him now. As we get going through these 19 laps as well, we'll start checking lap times, seeing how people are doing, seeing what's happening. You see Brownie and Hoggy there. Slowpoke's catching. Nando Loris is catching. Binder Mechanics dropped right down. And I'm sorry, Viking, I missed it, mate. He is a million miles away from the rest of the pack. You can see on the top right. Unfortunate for Viking. He's had something go terribly wrong in them first couple of laps. So it's going to be a lonely ride for Viking, I'm afraid. Bride's got the pace, he qualified well. Yellow flags. Dan's off. Dan has gone off. Let's go back, let's see what's going on. Because he wasn't... he's had a nightmare here, isn't he? So let's go back to Dan. Dan, he's our man. Taking that fine. Rail straight's fine. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, just that horrible bit of sausage curb there. Just caught him out. Dirty tyres now. Method you see trying to come up the inside of him. Which he does there. Nice. Out of there, lovely. He's still going to have dirty tyres though. Push him. Done well there. Oh, there was two people off. I didn't see the front one in front. Oh, Dan, yeah, just on the exit. Got a little bit greedy with the accelerator pedal. Unfortunately for Dan, that's dropped him right back towards the rear of the pack now. I did see someone else. Let's go back up. So you've got Hoggy and Brownie still bumper to bumper. Sorry. Hoggy's going for the Brownie's going for the move. No. Ducked out of it at the last moment. Let's see if he's going to keep going. It's difficult to get an overtake done through that little middle section there. Oh, Slowpoke. No. Slowpoke as well. Just had a moment. Let's see what's happened. Good view from here. Wiggle on the sausage. Power down. Oh. Nothing Nando could do. Spin around. Quick reset for Slowpoke. Careful, Dan's there. Slowpoke had nothing you could do. He couldn't get out of the way then quick enough. Well done for Dan though. That was great racing awareness. He saw Slowpoke come on, but unfortunately he was already in the racing line. But another one gets bitten. Just got the power down very early coming out of that corner, and the car just didn't want to stop rotating. Dan goes for a move up the inside into the corkscrew though. Good overtake from Dan, great braking. Viking's pitted. I'm not too sure what's going on with Viking. But he's pitted. Maybe he's got something wrong with the vehicle, something wrong with the car. He's definitely not happy in it. He needs to get his pit crew to have a look. So let's go back up after these So Hoggy's pulled a gap on Brownie. I think there's a little bit of confusion earlier. Sire there chasing Niggle. So Niggle, although he was in 7th, he's now put himself up to 5th position. So the 2 in front of him had little accidents. I think it possibly might have been Sai earlier that we see as well go off the same time Dan did. Niggle absolutely battering that sausage. Get that straight in the chip shop. That's well and truly battered. Comes round, up onto rail straight, up towards the kink. We'll just watch these two quickly. Let's see, that's Life's in 2nd, Paulie 3rd, Method 4th after Dan's exit with the kink. All well and good. Both of them good exit out of there. Let's go towards the front. I've got a funny feeling, yeah, Gower. Big power slide as he come out of that last corner then. Well on the power. So Gower there in 1st, setting fastest lap of the race as well, 21.8. Very, very good time that is. Down, that's Life, currently in 2nd. Just need keep it clean, keep it consistent. That's Life. I've raced him. He's definitely got the pace. He's a very good driver. So hopefully he can keep it consistent, keep it going. Paulie there in 3rd. Just dropped off the back of That's Life, but still very respectable times. Method in 4th. And then we have back to where we were. Niggle 5th, Sai 6th. Oh, Brownie's in front of Hoggy. Hoggy's got a penalty. Let's have a look, didn't go back, see what happened. The Hoggy had made a nice gap on Brownie. First corner, nice and fine. Brownie quite wide, doubling back on himself. Slight kick up of the sands. Brownie with a great exit off that first corner. Again, both doing really well. Let's watch it from Brownie's point of view. Whoa, oh, just flying out wide. Kept it nice and clean. Dirty tyres for both of them though. Hoggy with a great line through there. Brownie does take it very narrow. He's obviously wants to make sure he alleviates any pressures from going out wide. Both through the corkscrew fine. Brownie with a much better line. Oh, half-second penalty. So that's where Hoggy got his penalty. Oh, keep it. Well done. Oh, bobble over the sausage again. Didn't lose him too much time, but definitely obviously caused the car to spin violently towards the left-hand side. Oh, Hoggy wide again. Definitely likes that part of the sand, doesn't he? Let's go back. See where we go. I'm sorry. So we have seen Dan. Obviously, we got past Slowpoke. We know he's got the speed. He was up in 2nd. So he's chomping at the bit now. Catch up to Nando Loris. Slowpoke there in 11th. Brian the Mechanic still in 12th. Viking. Yeah, pit crew have given it a thumbs down. Sorry, Viking. Car is a no-go. Hopefully we'll see that fixed and ready to race in for race 2. A bit more tyre wear, fuel wear, mediums and hards. Lap 7 already. Nice tight line there from Gower through the first, second corner, however you want to call it. Great line, setting purples again. Early shift up to 4th gear. Doesn't move that out. Let's see, he's gearing down to 3rd. Pull it round. Up to 4th. Changes down. Yeah, change down a gear. Back to 4th. Some people take that in 3rd. Some people like to take it in 4th. Personally, I've done it in 4th. I think it is slightly quicker, but you do. Oh, I missed his braking point there. So I was talking about the kink and what gears people take it in. So a slight braking, outbroke himself. I'll give That's Life a little bit of dangle of the carrot. Paulie in 3rd. Method there in 4th. He's not far off the back of Paulie. What's he doing? 22.6s. Paulie's last lap was 22.4. Let's see where we're at now. 22.6 for Paulie. 23 for Method. So he's not actually gaining. He's just losing sort of a couple of attempts each lap. But as we can see, any slight little mistake, and yeah, you're asking for trouble. Sign, Niggle, been together now for a couple of laps. Oh, big bounce from Si. He's managed to keep it going though. Again, that sausage curb's been battered, the same as the one afterwards. That Seaman Valhalla, I like that. Very nice. Side right on the back of Niggle. Brownie's not far behind these two either. Oh, and rattled that curb. That one you definitely can't hit, mate. That one will send you flying into the sand. So unlucky for Si. He's building pressure on Niggle. That's giving Brownie now the perfect opportunity to go on the attack. It's going to take Si a couple of laps to maybe get back towards where he was. Dirty tyres, recompose himself. Right over the back of Niggle. Good exit from the pair of them. Or as we see as well, got Dan and Hoggy. So Dan got past Nando. He's now up behind Hoggy. I will go back. I'll go forward as well if need be. Oh, he looks like he's got a lot closer than that. So as you see, Brownie and Niggle couldn't get the move though into turn 1. Setting Purple's first section right up behind Niggle. We'll check back in a second to see how Dan's getting on. Nice colour that is. Nice colour car. Nice yellow. The old GT sign on the side. Brownie switching. No, it's just giving Niggle something to look at in his rear view mirrors. Great from the pair of them through the corkscrew. Down towards the final section now. Well, Brownie's looking. He's looking. No, or just half a car. Again, just in Niggle's mirrors, telling him, I'm here, mate. Both of them, great exit, great late turn into that last corner. Let's go back. No, Dan's there again. I think Dan might have had a better run this time. What's he done? 22.8. 22.8 for Hoggy as well. So they're matching. Good exit from Dan. He's thinking about it. No, not quite close enough. Definitely putting Hoggy under a lot of pressure on Dan's recovery drive. Second down to, was it 12th, 13th, something like that. Back up to 9th now, so he's doing very well. We'll see just up in front of us again there, Brownie's on the attack with Niggle. It's a good run through here, Brownie does every time. Wow, look at that! front right wheel right off the wall there as he bounced down the corkscrew. That was great, Cameron. I'll have to get a still of that. Brownie all on the attack again. I think Nigel has maybe the better start the first half of the lap. Brownie has a sort of better second half. I think that's why they're sort of edging each other out. Here we go. So Hoggy, I think, is catching Sai 23.5, Hoggy 23.2. Dan right up the inside now, going into the first corner. Just shuffling, Hoggy slightly wide. Making sure he cuts back. Hoggy kicking up a big cloud of sand there as he's tried to get the power going. A good move from Dan. Hoggy's again slightly wide. He's putting pressure, trying to catch up and make sure he stays within touching distance. Again, you can see Brownie and Nigel having a good old battle. No, don't do it, Brownie. Don't do it. See, the kink is such an awkward place to try and overtake, but he's got great speed now. Trying to show himself to the inside. Not quite close enough to make the move. He's definitely harassing Nigel. Nigel's going to have to put in a police report soon. He's harassing him that much. Nope, still hasn't decided to go for it. You can see Dan in the background is on a charge now up towards Sai. Oh, big whip of the tail there as Dan come out of the last corner. Bit of power down there, go again. Look, Nigel just pulls the gap on that last bit. I think that's what keeps him going. Very wide from Nigel. Brownie, much nicer line. Still slightly wider than some of the others, but it obviously works for him because he gains on that place there every single time. Moving his set out now, he's on his best day. Best first sector again. Let's quickly go back. Nando's in 10th, slow poke. A little bit of a lonely race there. Had a great start. Took full advantage of Rider Mechanic's slow start. But he's on a lonely race. He had that spin, didn't he, on that exact same corner there. That cost him earlier on. Brian Mechanic there in 12th. Looks like Vikings had enough. They've retired him completely from the pits. We quickly go back and get back to that battle. So Gower still chomping away at the bit. Still in first position. No dramas. This is what he likes. He likes to get out in front and just do his own thing. That's life in second. Again, he's doing incredibly well. Keep your composure. Keep it going. Lap 13 already. Paulie there in third. Method. He's had a little bit of a lonely race, Method, but again, it's a fourth position. You know, you're not don't want to grumble at that. He stayed out of the way, got through all of the crashing, and very consistent on his lap times. You know, 23s, high 22s. Tyres are not doing too shabby now, so very good job from Method. And back to where we were with the battle. Nigel, Brownie, Sai, Dan. All at it. Hoggy just there on the recoup. He's charging. He's not far. Any of these four come together or slow each other up, there's going to be a big battle. Oh, Nigel went very defensive there. He had to defend. Let's put Brownie out on the edge. Just giving Sai a chance. Dan a chance on Sai, and then Hoggy up behind. Keep it nice. Keep it going. Good racing is what we want. These two are fine. Dan's gone for a move. A little bit of a shuffle out on Sai there. Nothing too major. But Sai got a great exit anyway. That could have held up. Dan's going to give Hoggy the chance. Possibly down here into the first corner. No, as they stand, let's go back to Nigel then. So Nigel there. Brownie wide. Sai went wide. Dan's still there kicking up a load of dust. Great corner from them. Hoggy just behind both down and side out on the sand again. Oh, big hit off the sausage curb from Si. That's definitely going to slow him down. He's gone defensive straight away. Dan's got the momentum around the outside though. Good braking into that corner. Just put the car on the inside. Give Si nowhere to go. Don't do it, Si. Don't do it, Si. Well done. Try and overtake there. You will be in Valhalla very soon. Hoggy again, like I said, just behind this. So Dan now past Si. Niggle getting a little niggle out the corkscrew. Again, Brownie with a great move. He's going for a move around the outside. Can he keep it? Keep it, keep it. Well done. Just not quite enough. No, don't do it. Good racing again from Dan. Good awareness. Great racing that was. That's what I like to see. Good awareness. Dan again tail whipping out of that corner. He loves to get the power down. But again, Niggle, lap 15. He's been absolutely harassed for the past God knows how many laps. Oh, I've just noticed as well that Paulie has got past That's Life. I will go back quickly and see if I can see anything. There it is. So That's Life. Doing fine. Just catch the sand. That's fine on that corner. Right out onto the curb. Cut it in. Ah, sausage. The old sausage done him. Sausage curb on the last corner. Just bounced the car unpredictably again. So unlucky for That's Life. Good recovery though, still in third position. So we'll get back to where we were. Because this is the main battle we have. Niggle, Brownie, Dan, Si, Hoggy. These 5 guys have all come together towards the end of this race. So it is going to be interesting. Niggle, like I said, he's been absolutely harassed. I bet his absolute palms are sweaty. He's been looking over his shoulder that much, they're going to start calling him the owl. Great picture that was, great view, camera. So again, Brownie is under attack now, so he has been the man attacking. But now he's under attack, Dan pulls to the inside. No, good room left there from Brownie, but well defended. Don't. Oh, lads, unlucky. Big coming together then. I'm not too sure what happened. I don't know if it was a bit of banging and touching. Yeah, a little bit of lag I think happened there. Let's go on this loop. So Dan tried to go to the inside, but Brownie, great defending. He left the room, but obviously very good defending, pinched him tight. Dan pinches into the back of Brownie. That sends Brownie just a kink in left, and that put Dan out into the sand. That's very unfortunate for these. Si got a big old tank slapper. Hoggy through the middle. Hoggy through the middle. Oh, not quite. Coming together. Brownie's big tank slapper as well. Bumping again. Oh, it's getting a little bit messy now, lads, but it's what happens when you all start coming together. Whilst these 4 are doing this, Niggle's off in the distance, waving. Thanks, lads. See you at the finish line. Dan's going for the move on Hoggy. Good move he did. Hoggy tried to turn in, but unfortunately just didn't have anywhere to go. Dan had already put his car there, so that was very good racing from Dan. Back to 7th. The charge continues. So a big old shuffle. Well, for these lot anyway. Dan's got past Si and Hoggy. Niggle's gone up the road. Brownie's still there in 6th. He's done his bit of defending very well. Had a big moment out of the corkscrew, but managed to keep himself going. Big old slide off. Definitely Dan's going now. He's got the opportunity round the outside. He makes it. It's not Niggle. These 2 again. Just be careful again. Well done, Brownie. Oh, so they're going to be side by side for the kink. Oh, well done. Absolutely well done. Hoggy's trying to take full advantage though, because Brownie had to slow down. He was on the inside for the kink. Well defended by Brownie. Hoggy's now there. Sai shuffled down now into 9th position. Although him and Hoggy are at it again. They've had a big battle. Oh, Sai just kept the power in it. Careful, Hoggy. That sand is dangerous. Big slide for Sai coming out of that corner. As we see there. So Dan, 6th now, got past Brownie. I think Brownie had a slow moment coming out of that corner, did he not? Where did he go? Oh yes, sorry. He was at the kink on it, sorry. My bad. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, back to it. So yeah, Brownie there in 7th, Dan in 6th, Niggle there in 5th. He's got a little bit of respite. He can just get on concentrating. He didn't have the best lap on the last lap though, 25.1, but he had a little bit of a breathing space. He's just got to keep going there, Niggle. Method in 4th. That's Life in 3rd. Slowly catching back up. Paulie now just in front of him. A little bit of lag from Paulie, but nothing too major. I think there was quite a lot of lag going on throughout most of the URL leagues on Sunday. We know there's been issues with PlayStation and a lot of servers and all sorts going on in the world. Whether that had something to do with it or not, but yeah. So that's Life charging down Paulie. 2 laps left to go. Lap 18, lap 19 for these two. Gower is off in the distance. Like I said, just plug away. Look at his lap times, 22, 22, 22, 22. He is very, very good at, once he's out there, he's a bit like Vettel. Once he's out in front, he just plugs away at the lap times. No problem at all. Just does his own thing and runs away with it. No one else can catch him. But let's go back to where we're at. The Niggle now with a new attacker behind him. Dan, he's the man. On the charge. Obviously his lap times, can't really hold into them. He's been battling and in and out of positions and on the road, off the road, here, there and everywhere. So can't really look into his lap times too much. That's Life does have the fastest lap, 21.7. So that's again a very, very good time for That's Life. So these are slightly spread out now. Brownie, Hoggy in 8th, Sai in 9th, Nando 10th, Slowpoke in 11th. Rider Mechanic is off of the track. Had an issue coming out of the Andretti hairpin. Seems like he's got himself going again. Big puff of smoke out the back of that car. Maybe it needs a bit of that oil. They're from his sponsors. So we see, have we got battles coming up towards the end here? So Brownie's still not giving up. He's not giving up. Anything that happens between Niggle and Dan, Brownie is in the hunt. Let's just watch these again. I'm sorry, I know I've watched these a lot of the time, but this is where the battle's been. You know, front 4, other than a little blip for That's Life, they've been, you know, very, very consistent. These guys have all been battling. Niggle's been in a battle, I think, pretty much from the beginning in this race. He had a little breather for 2 laps, and now he's got Dan on his back again. Brownie just behind him. Hoggy and Sai. Close by. Again, I think these two have been together pretty much most of the race, in between sort of up and down places. They've both been up, they've both been down. And there they are, sitting in very good positions, 8th and 9th in this first race. You know, these sort of leagues, anything top 10, I think is very respectable. Final lap. Oh, big off take there from Brownie. I'm going to definitely get a picture of that. Or lap 19. Remember that. Oh, let's go back. Sorry, Gower. I was too busy looking for the battle. So we will watch Gower come over the line now. Our race 1 winner is Gower. Congratulations, mate. Well done. Brilliant job. Rider Mechanic just crawls over the line. Paulie there in 2nd. Good result there for That's Life in third. Methods, again, very good result in fourth. Lonely race, but he's kept it on the tarmac. He's, nothing too bad at all. Don't do that. And here we have Niggle, Dan pushing up the inside. You can't do that, Dan. Oh, Dan, you've got to be careful, but that has given Brownie the opportunity to take fifth. Dan in sixth, Niggle seventh, Hoggy eighth, Cyan ninth. Little push there for Dan. It's on Niggle at the end. Nando comes home in 10th position. Let's go and have a quick look at Slowpoke as he comes over. Spin early on, I think pretty much done him in, but a very good respectable 11th there. And as we see earlier on, Brian the Mechanic just come over the line there in 12th. Viking, unfortunately, had mechanical issues. So there is our race one winner, Gower. As again, I said, very consistent times, no problems, out in front, cleared his head and absolutely ran away with it. Paulie in a great second position, good result for him. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. That's Life in third. Third is a very, very good position. He'll be kicking himself a little bit. The sausage just obviously caught him out on that last corner, so I know he'll be a little bit annoyed with himself, but that is a fantastic result for That's Life, and that is your top three. Yeah, very good. So I will be doing obviously race two, which will be the hards and the mediums, reverse grid. And again, hopefully the racing is as good as it was in race one. Thank you very much for watching, and catch you soon.